The Eagles are a good team, but they play in a very inferior conference in the NFC. So
Who you gonna go for?
I don't know. The two black young quarterbacks, excited about that.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer. I'm an Andy Reid fan, so I'm always hoping that Andy Reid gets a W. He's a good coach. But I like. What is that? What are we?
I just want to see if I can hear my mic.
No, why that noise?
Because when you talk, you can hear it from your actual voice versus.
Oh, come on. No, it's so
No,
gross.
too much?
My ears.
I kind of feel, I don't know, why does it sound so much different? Matter of fact, y'all, we are in LTE Studios. Speaking of LTE Studios, which is a place, if you're in Los Angeles, we can rent from. But these, I don't know if it's the earphones sound different or does the mic sounds different.
I don't know.
Anyhow.
I don't know.
My mic sounds nice.
I was going through catalogs of entire, artists, right, from the beginning. It was a great thing about Apple Music. But I went through Outkast entire catalog not too long ago.
All right.
Worst album, Stankonia, followed by Idlewild.
Wow.
But the rest are flawless. Stankonia had huge hits, though. Bombs Over Baghdad, So Fresh and So Clean, I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
And the album was not great.
Yeah. I, sadly, I'm not too proud to say it, even though Outkast is a very iconic group. I haven't heard all their albums except Akumanai.
Well, that's the best one. Aquemini is a classic.
I was pressured to listen to that.
But, ATLians is also incredible. So is Southern Playlist Cadillac Music. I mean, they're all incredible. But Aquemini is like cream of the crop, for sure. I mean,
it got 5 stars in the Source magazine.
It's one of the greatest albums of all time.
5 mics, I mean.
But then also, this is very different, but Speaker Box and Love Below are great classics on their own.
Yeah.
But yet, as 2 albums or 1 album was a double album, just incredible music, bro. Like, sonically, it's top notch, and it's. Have we heard something by any hip hop artist as eclectic as that? No, the answer is no.
So out of all artists, why did you go to?
I didn't. I went through Jay-Z's catalog.
Okay.
I went through.
Does any album, if any Jay-Z's albums don't hold up today?
Well, Jay-Z, to me, has some trash albums.
Okay.
He's got like Reasonable Doubt, super classic. Blueprint. It's not one of my favorite albums, but it's a classic. The Black Album, classic. And I love American Gangster, right? I go like those 4 albums are. But when you go like The Life and Times of Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, I just go like, there's some good tracks on there, right? But and I go like, man, can Jay-Z rap? Of course. Like, there's zero doubt about it. But I go like, he's got so much that you go like, also like Jay-Z's incredible. But Reasonable Doubt, it's still better than I think all of his albums when I went back.
All right.
But Black Album had the production, you know what I mean? So, great album. Great album.
Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please tell the people
let's finish the intro.
Well, sure. I thought we did it already.
No, you
welcome to the rebirth, the reborn, the rehash, first episode of the year, episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please. I totally forgot that. Left arm was not it. And Dion Lack and Chaz, I was about to say Shepard, Chaz Rogers is here.
Yeah, we're back.
In LTE Studios.
This is just season 2. Isn't that when people do when they go on hiatus?
Season 2.
Season 2.
How many episodes we do last year?
We have about 40-something.
40-something.
Yeah.
So we started early. So if we did it probably once a week, we probably
we're really close to the 50.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's still, by the time people see this one, we'll have 2 more uploads. So this will actually be the 3rd video that people will see.
I would love if you could give us some sound bites to promote the show.
I mean, I understand.
I
get it.
Chaz, for y'all don't know, Chaz owns these memory cards. So the reason why you don't see me promoting them because I don't have the footage. He don't post them. So, and usually if it's on YouTube, I can go back and watch it and take a little sound bite and say, hey, watch Lackaroni and Chaz. But Chaz holds them from hostage. He doesn't even send me clips for me to promote the show. And sometimes people help out. But like, hey, I love minute 47 minutes and 36 seconds, and I'll take that. And, but you know, so if y'all can keep keeping your I always say knee on the neck. That's kind of sensitive. Keep your keep your foot on the gas, if you will, with Chaz. Please encourage him to keep.
I will. I had a what do you call it? I don't want to. Since I don't want to ever call it depression, because there's people out there who have real depression, but I definitely had a downturn in how I felt about me and how I felt about what I was doing career-wise. And yeah, I had to learn a lot about where my own insecurities stem from and how much pretending is actually detrimental to your own mental health. And I think that when you pretend, you kill a piece of yourself every single day.
Wow.
And I think I spent a long time pretending for some years now that everything is great. I'm happy with myself. And it's okay to be unhappy with some aspects of yourself, but you don't ever want to show like a chink in the armor, right?
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with showing the chink of your armor and accepting these things about yourself, because all these things are temporary. But yet I just continue to pretend that I'm unflappable. You know what I'm saying?
You use flappable.
Unflappable. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Well, hopefully I'm using it right, but
Unflappable.
yeah, that I'm good, that I'm fine, and that like I'm the same happy, excited person. Because there's a lot of things. What I've learned is that I'm a really grateful person, and I really live in a space of gratefulness. You know what I'm saying? So that's always kept me really grounded and happy, is that I'm always grateful for my family. I'm always grateful to have the car. I'm grateful for I look up and I see a roof over my head and I go like, man, I didn't have this once upon a time. So, it's a lot of thankfulness. So being grounded and being thankful helped me a lot. But when you're going through your own self-doubt, it's like, man, how much of this actually matters? Like how much of these clips, how much of these videos, how much of these jokes, how much of these scripts actually matter?
Right.
Like, who cares? And I started getting to this thing of like, hey, you started judging my own success instead of like my process, right? And it was just like, yo, you've been at it for 18 years, or we're here. You know what I mean? You know where close you want to be, but a lot of it is on self-sabotage, and most of it comes from like different insecurities. For example, I know that once Izzy came, I had gained a lot of weight, and she was my best example. I mean, my best excuse to not go out and do stand-up. She was my best excuse to not be out in the public, to not go to these events. You know what I mean? All these things that help you. And really, I just felt really ashamed of myself that I gained this weight back. And I was really mad at myself and disappointed at myself. And then I couldn't get it back on track. And it became shame and embarrassment. And I didn't want to be out in the public, and because your clothes don't fit the same. Then it's like you want to go to these places, and I was like, and I didn't want to buy new clothes. You know, man?
I've been there, man.
Yeah, and so these feelings, and you start hiding the shame, you start hiding embarrassment. I had to still be smiley and still be all good and joke around with people and all these other things, but I was still going through my career when I felt like I already had a better version of myself.
Right.
And then so to have to continue to live this life as this person, I felt shame for the person that I was before Izzy came, and I felt shame of the person I see in my future, because it doesn't look like how I look.
Right.
And then that caused me a lot of unresolved shame, hence the pretending, hence the sadness comes in those things. Anxiety. You know what I mean? All those things.
Right.
And so then it just made me get smaller, and it made me get smaller. You know what I mean? So, I learned recently that once you hit your comfort zone, it's like your world doesn't become safe, it becomes smaller. And that's what I was doing to myself. And even like,
wow,
not posting and doing all these other things, I was just really making my life really small, which is just more self-sabotage. And I use my daughter as the biggest excuse to not do these things, which I enjoy, of course, spending time with my kid.
Right.
But it was ignoring how much shame and embarrassment that I felt for myself.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah.
So I had to take some time to go learn all those things because I was like, oh, you're gonna break apart. Plus, you do all those things and they affect your marriage, they affect your family, they affect your own self-esteem, your friends. You know what I mean? It's like all these things that are circulating around, and you're just unable to kind of see it until you can take a step back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
wow.
Being able to go take a step back, and I think I told Lack this, is that I was seeing a therapist since June, and because I was like, yeah, I don't feel like me. And I was like, I'm broken, I'm lost. I was like, why don't I feel like me?
Right.
But every week I had to go pretend that I'm me, right? I had to go pretend on daddy issues when we were doing Lackaroni and Chaz, and I had to pretend that I was like, hey man, it's still me, it's your boy. Okay, here we go. Yo, what? Like I had to go turn this on, and it's like I go be the character that you know how to play.
Right.
And I was just playing this character and being this character, and it's like that's 100% a part of me.
Yeah.
But then it was like, yo, there's another part of me that's like that has some very unresolved things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then you just had to kind of go deep, and you had to go dive, and you have to go figure out there's nothing wrong with you, but there's this book, man, I read called The Tools by this cat, Phil Stutz, Stutz, and he has a documentary Jonah Hill did called Stutz on Netflix.
Yeah.
And man, his book, labeling things that you can't identify helps so much. And then he gives you tools and ideas and things to help you. The therapist was telling me about that. She told me about it. But it was like giving you things like be able to label something that you can't identify. You just know something's wrong. And then for it to have a name, man, it just made everything so much clearer. And then I was like, oh, now I can identify some things. And I was like, that's what really started unlocking these thoughts. Even when I come into the shame and embarrassment part, I was like, wow, bro, it was so much other things that I couldn't even dig deep enough, because it's a part of it also, you don't want to really be honest with yourself. And I'm a pretty honest with myself guy. So I had to keep digging, and I was like, nah, you bullshitting.
Right.
You bullshitting, Chaz.
Right.
Like where's the truth at? And then when I found it, I was like, damn, dog, that's facts. So as confident as I feel, as confident as I am, definitely wasn't confident in these different aspects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of times people do have this imposter syndrome. I definitely feel that way on a lot of things. I feel like I'm just enough good at a lot of things.
Just enough good? You're great at a lot of things.
Well, hear me out.
Okay. People
see that. You really good at this, Dion. But people start asking me for advice. I'm like, oh, boy, I am not the person to ask for advice. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, oh, you got your own business, man? How'd you start? And I'm like, in my head, I was like, if you knew the struggling I'm going through right now, I am not that person that you should be asking for advice. So I'm always so my advice is always things that don't do this because we did that. So I'm like, in my head, I am not that person. So I was like, I constantly do feel like I have that imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And
I don't feel like I had quote unquote imposter syndrome, because I feel like I'm super dope, and I feel like that I'm really good at what I do. I've gotten a chance to be able to see it. I just self-sabotage myself so often, and I just couldn't understand why you do these things. I was like, yo, why do you not there's no reason for me not to go to a Emmy party. Right. But then I was like, I don't want to go get dressed up. Right. I was like, I'm gonna go put on these shiny shoes and a suit and shit, right? You got to go do all these things that I don't want to do.
Right.
And even if you don't want to do it, it's like, dog, that's fine, but this will help.
Right.
This
where
is
you want to be.
100%, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want to be. So it's so what, bro? Did you want to go to the gym? Did you want to wake up and give Izzy a bottle? These are painful things, and it's you still got to go do it. And then the more you do these painful things, the easier it gets.
Right.
And then it was just me really just hiding, bro, from
me too.
Everything.
I hide a lot, man. Believe it or not, I hide a lot. It definitely was a period of time when a lot of my clothes did not fit.
Yeah.
And then it's you got to make the decision God, what can I do? The HBO taping. The HBO taping for Tony and them. So this is the truth, man. Nene Favors hit me up.
Uh-huh.
Like, hey, you going to the shoot? And my head was like, ah man, I'm just leaving set. I was at home. and
You went though.
I went.
Yeah.
So my excuse was the reason why I'm dressed like this is because I'm leaving from set. So because nothing I had, because they had said upscale.
Yeah.
They said upscale.
I wore a
so
hoodie.
I was like, man,
I'm wearing my favorite hoodie and hope for the best here.
And that was like literally like a year ago.
Yeah.
And then I remember myself, I was like, I'd never want this feeling again.
Yeah.
And then I took some cash and bought a bunch of outfits that was upscale attire. But I had nothing. I had a polo shirt on.
Yeah.
And some jeans and some shoes.
The idea of knowing there was a better version of me, because even at that time before Izzy came, I felt like my career was like really skyrocketing, and then I felt like I've been here and like plateauing.
Yep.
So it was just those things, bro, and I was just like, man. And I'm supposed to be like, guess what we're doing, right? Like,
You know,
working on this.
I definitely believe a lot of comedians, entertainers, are hiding behind their success, as in not resolving their depression because their success is keeping them on this drug of this high.
For sure.
And then if I do this, if a lot of these comedians will lose all their followers, you will see a lot of depression.
Oh, for sure.
You see a lot of depression during the pandemic.
No
when
doubt.
a lot of the women who couldn't get makeup, a lot of them couldn't do their their hair done. We didn't see them post a lot. So when you can see like they're hiding behind their praise, their their accolades. I'm almost certain that when you start seeing people starting getting depressed, they got to be around somebody. Hey, what you got going on? Let me come through. Because I gotta be reminded that I'm funny, that I'm reminded that I'm cute, that I'm sexy.
It was the first time in my life I've ever had uncertainty. In my entire life, I've always been very confident and sure what I'm doing, where I'm going, that was going to pay off. Yeah. And it was the first time I was like, what am I doing? Wow. Is this worth it? Is it going to pay off? Am I fucking up my family? You know what I mean? It was like, never have I felt those things. And so for that, bro, I was like, yo, wait a second. I don't have my footing. This is my base. It's like comedy. Right. This is what I know and do.
And if you keep shooting, man, people said, don't worry about what people think. Just keep on shooting, man. It's gonna get there. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Don't worry about what people think. You keep trying to figure out ways to like stay encouraged. Right. He was like, dude, I've been shooting
for years, decades. I'm about to hit 20 years in this bitch.
It's like I've made 7 shots, and it's depressing because, like, Lord knows, I'm not trying to justify my followers to my success. But it is slightly depressing when you get people, it's like, dude, why are your numbers so low? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
You've always made great content.
That is like, I hate y'all. Post it. I don't know. More people got to see this.
Help me.
Why do you only have, I'm like, yo. And when I say I be putting my all in certain things, and I be like,
one of the funniest videos you ever did, bro, is that whole broken ankle one. I can watch that all day. Like, you're a genius, bro. You make such good stuff, dog.
Appreciate you.
I had the best thing happen to me, and I fucked it up. Like,
what you do?
One of those videos I posted with Izzy when she's talking about, like, when's the last time you had a job, or did you ask mom if they have a job? It probably has over like, it had like over 50,000 views early. Wow. And it was like really moving. And did I go make more? I saw all the followers coming in. Wow. And what do? I delete Instagram. Instead of like, it was so many people. Right now, I think I probably hit 3,000 followers, not even trying. I haven't posted in months, right? And it was just, that's how many people saw the video, came on there, they saw all 3, and it was like, if you just kept doing that, oh, I hit the, what did I do? I said, man, I'm not right. This is what you wanted? Because then I was like, this is what you do now. You make these things. And I made every single different excuse of not to do it, instead of just being like, bro, this is what you've been looking for. And you're doing it with your daughter? Right. This is exactly what you want. Yeah. And I was like, I'm out. I was like, oh, bro, that's like a big, huge self-sabotage thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because then again, you ask yourself, what is the end game, Dion? What is the end game, Chaz? I want to make films. I want to be a filmmaker. I'm not a goddamn Instagram person. You start to kind of say it to yourself.
Course.
I am not an Instagram.
Of course.
Internet comedian. I am not this. And you start to kind of beat yourself up. Let me go ahead and write some shit. Hey, Dion, where you been? Fuck! All right, let me go over here. Hey, y'all, let's do some tiny hand sketches. Let me do some dad jokes for y'all. I got a tap dance for y'all.
Yeah, man, it was just like, and then I had to just figure out, like, hey, dog, you're tripping. You don't want to go to these events. You don't want to post on IG. You're not going to go do a stand-up.
Yeah, what's the end game? Yeah,
what are you going to sit in here and write by yourself all day and then wonder why some shit ain't popping because no one knows about you? You're going to be Hollywood's best kept secret?
Best kept secret.
It's like, come on, bro. You gotta get out of this shit. But man, I feel so brand new. I feel so rejuvenated. I feel so excited. I feel so happy. I feel like me again. And it was like Daddy Issues Tuesday wasn't me pretending. That was me feeling like me. I was like, oh, I'm great, bro. I feel good. I'm happy to see everybody. You know what I mean?
You had to stand up the whole time.
I had to stand up the whole time, but I've been trying to do that anyways. I've been trying to make sure that I just stand the minimum an hour a day outside of the gym.
Oh, wow.
Because I go like, yeah, you can't just sit your fat ass down all day, feel my back hurt and wonder why. Because you're sitting your fat ass on your own fat ass all day. My back is just going down on top of my nerve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You feeling like your weight starting to pay its toll on you?
Oh.
As in like you feel like something, hey, this don't feel right.
Every time my back because none of it hurt before the weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The weight came, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Why these steps seem so high? Why is my thigh burning? 6 steps. When you feel your thigh burning, you be like, this is crazy. It's the thigh burn.
Yeah.
I got 19 steps in my place.
Oh, boy.
You're halfway up, you're like, God damn.
Yeah. The cigarette.
All right, let's keep going on this journey.
I
definitely feel
I have a little fold right here that's been bothering me.
I know about the fold, bro.
Look, so
I got to untuck my shirt from it.
Oh, boy.
Get out of there.
I get it, women. When y'all wear your little bra and your bra is tucking into your skin, it creates that right there. I get it. I'm walking out like I hate that. I feel it like
switching
summer, with my back.
Oh man, I remember I yawned once and I felt my butt. I was like,
wow. It folded over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we here, baby. We here.
I was driving once, hit a titty bump. I said, what in the hell? What's that?
Let me tell y'all something for y'all skinny niggas in these live, all right? What you don't want is be sitting down, you start to feel sweat go down right here.
You have under boob?
Under boob, and then it goes down into a little gutter, and and now your side of your hips is wet because you got
it
gutter
went
sweat.
Down the gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. I just seen a compliment right there.
What you
Okay.
seen?
All right.
What you saying?
I love your content, Deanna. I think you're crazy, but I love it. All right. Hey. Oh, and this is it. Yes, you are sexy, Deanna. What? How did I get there?
You said something about, am I sexy?
I said that?
Mm-hmm. You were like, we were talking about self-confidence stuff. And you was like,
really?
am I this? Am I sexy? Blah, blah, blah.
I did not say that.
You definitely said that. That's why she said, you are sexy, Deanna.
Oh, boy. All right,
you sexy.
I worry about that so much with entertainers. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I know
buddy.
your content, Deanna. I think okay, I worry about that much with entertainment. Mental health is so important. Yeah, you don't realize it's important until you go like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, man. Because we be hiding.
And then I'm not afraid to talk about it. I just go like, I got to figure it out.
Before I explain it.
Yeah, because I don't know. And I was
you started kind of shooting in the wind.
Yeah.
Trying to explain it to somebody.
You just got comfortable. I don't think I got comfortable because I don't think I've ever been comfortable. I just got lost. And I think I got doubtful because I expect more out of myself. And there's a future version of me that I'm trying to get to, and it seems really far away. You know what I mean? There's a person I see who's like, this, you can have all this. And it doesn't look like your body now. He's a very in shape person. You know what I mean? Who I see, who's doing things and making these meetings, and people are reaching out to this person because you can make something go. And this is, here I am with this body and calling people like, hey, can you help me? And then my future version goes like, you'll never get here.
Your future or your past version?
My future version. There's a future Chaz who I'm trying to be.
Okay.
I see him, you know.
I think my past version of me haunts me.
Yeah.
Like imagine
my future version of me haunts me.
Imagine what I used to like weigh or used to be at my highest, my height, Imagine if like the Michael Jordan and the Wizards was thinking like, man, you would never be that nigga again. And that older version of me is like, dude, you used to run up these hills when you're hiking.
Right.
You used to do 100 burpees without stopping.
Right.
Like you started thinking about all that stuff you used to do. You're like, damn it, how did that happen? My future me, I feel like I don't see myself as a future. I think it's the you are who you are when you are alone. So every time I'm alone, I be like, I'm telling myself, who's going to encourage you? You got to encourage yourself.
For sure.
If you're sitting there watching TV, you're like, you are a fraud.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing right now?
Right.
If I'm on Instagram longer than like 5 minutes, I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're gonna waste.
Are you an entertainer or you want to be entertained?
But don't swipe your life away.
Yeah.
You know, or scroll your life away, whatever it is.
I mean, that works. That rhymes. Swipe your life. Yeah. Under boobs are
Oh, also, you fire ass freestyle you had the other day.
Thank you, man.
Actually, bro, I'm not on IG a whole lot. I sometimes I hop on because I'll get DMs, right? And I hopped on and I look, and you're the first thing that pop up, and I say, hey, yo, I might just come back just for these, bro.
Yeah.
But
appreciate you, brother.
I wish you did it every week.
You know what? 3 people told me that. Dion, you really got something, man. I really wish you can rap.
For sure, bro.
Do these every single week. Here's the thing with Dion Lack. It takes me like 4 hours to write. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
2, my memory is trash. So I can't just be like, I got it, and I want.
You could make your own teleprompter thing, or like
I
scroll
could.
it as you
I
go.
could. So what I had to start doing is wearing those sunglasses, but they're not prescription, because I'm reading my lyrics off the. But they're not prescription. So
it's not bad though if you were just like, all right, so and you just started rapping but reading it, it would still be kind of dope, bro.
No, the thing is, I have to read it right next to the camera, so it looks like it's really close to it. But then it's also performance. You have to perform the lyrics. You can't be like, oh, this is it. I gotta check his suit.
Facts. Right.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta perform. So a lot of times I'm like,
I said, here come the violin. No, he said, don't bring the violin.
He did it anyway.
I said,
yeah, and it's like, dude, why?
But bro, you're such a craftsman, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Like you craft bars, bro. I mean, for that to hit and a beat to switch, and I go like, Dion crafts this shit, like
customize it for that whole thing.
Come on, bro. It is
art.
And this is why Instagram pisses me off, because shit don't be art.
Yeah.
It just be stuff.
Yeah. I DM'd him. I said, bro, I absolutely love this beat. Can I please have the honor of writing something to it? He said, yeah, go for it. And because I was saying it to him, like, don't flag it to take it down, because I'm about to customize this mug towards your song.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, yeah, dude, he reposted it, and I was like, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I heard the beat, I was like, I gotta write.
Gotta do this. Yeah. If you get inspired by that, you be like, ooh,
yeah,
oh, ooh.
You know what, dude?
Give it to me.
Back to daddy issues, man. The genie, dude, I reposted that. He said, give me 5 minutes.
That whole episode was
dude,
wild.
Man. I had to repost that, man. And it's like, it's not like I was not there. Every time I watch it, everybody said a bar.
Yeah.
Everybody said a bar.
That show was too wild.
Man, to be honest with you, I'm not a genie at all. I'm just a nigga with a vest on. He said, I'm an amputee from Vietnam. Well, thank you, though. Thank you for that rubbing.
I think was that you? Here comes your wish.
Here comes the wish. And then Kente said, it might not be your wish, but it's definitely mine.
Bars, bro.
Yes, and as a Zet, we got Cash Apps. Mine's is my name. Thank you, Cat. Man, if you feeling generous, yes. Hold on, you say y'all, yes.
You should write it in there and then pin it. You can. And for you guys out there who are watching,
yeah.
If you're not in the live, I think, what is my Cash App? Chaz Rogers? I think it's just $sign Chaz Rogers. What's yours?
Dion Lack.
Dion Lack. It's not his real name,
like that?
though.
With an S?
So. RODG. Man, I've known Dion. I've known Dion for a long time, guys. Have you known each other for 15 years? Has it been 15 years?
Yeah.
How old is your daughter? You had
16.
both daughters when I met you.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's. You said she's 16?
She's 16. She better be 17 in Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've had to know you close to 15 years.
Sure.
Now, right?
Right.
It's got to be right around the corner.
What are you getting at?
How you not know my last name is
People spell it different ways.
But you've known me for so long.
My daddy named Roger. I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of it. Hey, my dog
What's
named Roger.
up, Spice?
Spicy Original, ladies and gentlemen.
What's happening?
She is back in this thing.
Yeah, man. No, I feel like Instagram. This is why I started relating now. It's like Instagram is one of those garage auctions, right? Like there's an auction when like somebody else left all their junk, right? And people have to bid on the actual bin, but you're not allowed. You can just look and be like, oh, it's crap. But you might find some gems in there, and that's how I look at Instagram. It's like a gang of trash, and you just gotta like,
you might find
because there's some gems on IG for sure. There's some people you follow. There's some things you see that you go like, bro, let me follow this person for this. Because I do miss following certain experts on stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, let me go find and see what they,
Right.
been posting. But
Right.
But there's so much garbage that
It
you have
is.
to sort through.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be adding to garbage.
You know what I had to do? I had to stop following my lustful looking friends. Female specifically. Female specifically.
Female specifically.
Because it's just like, what am I following you for?
Right.
I mean, not to say like you're not talented.
Yeah, no, there's some demons on there.
It's just like, oh gosh, you're very visually distracting.
Yeah.
Like, the worst thing, you click on it like, oh, and you be like, let me go with that. Go to her timeline. You like 86 weeks down. Like,
I can't like it. I don't know what my wife is doing. I just got to keep on pushing.
And it's like, this is
I
porn.
never see her again. Bye. I can't save
I
and
had
shit.
to.
You gotta get out of there. You gotta
People
get
like,
out of there.
Why?
Yeah.
Because if I want to watch porn, I want to watch porn.
Yeah, man.
And then sometimes,
Great porn on Twitter, by the way. I haven't been on there in a while, but
you know what, man?
Twitter be
I
rules.
also had to unfollow. This is very. I shouldn't say this. It's not. I shouldn't say this. It's more because I'm not saying nobody's name. I was inspired.
Okay.
No. I can't say that.
Okay.
I was encouraged.
Okay.
Hey, Dion, you should join this group.
Okay.
And it was a bunch of smut.
Oh.
And they would just kind of share
Smut?
of women on Instagram.
Okay. These are friends of yours who added you in there?
2 of them are, and there's a bunch of other smut goers. And to the point I was like, I'm not contributing into this group at all. I'm not sharing. Yeah. It's definitely like, oh wow. Yeah. I can see that through the dress. Right. Oh wow, that's very girthy. Woo. Now, and then it got to the point during my dad's passing, they was just going nuts, and I was like, I can't look at this right now.
I am mourning. Oh,
yeah. And then I just let me unfollow.
I miss my dad. Damn.
I finally got out of the group. I finally pulled the parachute and jumped out of the group. Yeah, man. And then they hit me. I was like, "Yo, why'd you get out of the group?" I was like, "Why was I in the group?"
It's crazy. Yeah. You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, buddy. You gotta because it is you are what you eat. Mm-hmm. Because 100%. Every now and then you can't. You can have a cookie here and there, but if you survive enough of cookies, you're like, why is my body changing?
Have cavities, diabetes. It's all bad.
All my analogies are always food related. If y'all follow me on my Instagram stories, it's always food related. And when I look at people like when it comes to relationships or staying faithful or you are what you eat. It's always food relating. It's like when people say, man, how can you cheat on your wife? And I'm just like, dude,
dessert is good.
This is like, man, it's not like I'm living off of it.
Speaking of all that, I did a 20-day cleanse.
Okay, talk about it.
I did it a year ago, 2 years ago. Me and Benton did it 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did too. Was that part of that?
No.
Okay.
You were part of the keto challenge, I believe.
Yeah.
But you dropped mad weight fast.
Whooped y'all
asses.
asses.
You did.
Yep.
You whooped our asses. You dropped mad weight fast, bro. Keto's amazing.
And I remember you looked at me at Yard House like, he said, hey, man, you getting skinny, bro.
You trying to get out the clique. Get your fat ass back here. That's why I be like, fuck Tony, bro. He left.
Yeah.
Tony was one of us, and he left.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get out the game.
Yeah.
It's a 20-day cleanse. It's called the New Body Nutrition or whatever.
Okay.
And it's like I got it from this spot down in LA called Simply Wholesome. Simply Wholesome. And they have an entire kit that you can buy. That's a whole 20-day cleanse, right? So
the herbs and stuff.
Yeah. So I had to take it was called like blood tone to cleanse your blood. I had to take 5 pills a day. 5 different pills, 5 pills from each bottle a day. 25 pills a day. 29 actually, because I had to take these shit pills every night. My God, bro.
Yeah. My
goodness. What I learned. Okay, so the whole first week, it was nothing but smoothies.
Okay.
For an entire 7 days.
Okay.
Right? So then after the second week, you can have fruit solid, but still nothing but fruit and smoothies. And then you could add vegetables after a couple of days. It had to be raw. Then you could add cooked vegetables. No salt, no sugar, no bread, no. It was pretty much pure vegan for no animal products of any kind, right? So then I had to start like cooking again, right? And then there's no caffeine either, which was a monster. But yet I started sleeping again. And I was going to sleep by 9, 10, 10:30, 11. I was in that range of like getting a full night and waking up at 5:36. And then I was like, wow, bro. I used to wake up all the time, pre-Izzy, at this time. I would sit down and I would write, and then I would go work out. It was my routine all the time before the kid came. And I lost track of all that. So that was like one aspect that it gave me. I got my morning routine back, which has been great. So for the last month, I've been doing my morning routine. And I feel like that's where a lot of that change and growth and understanding, because I was like, let me go read these books. Let me go understand. Let me go answer these questions. And it's like, oh, enlightenment. But you're making that time for yourself, right? Which was, I wasn't doing before. You're just going.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so then the no salt thing, I had to find like, damn, how do I flavor this food?
Wow.
Right? So all I could eat was flavored vegetables, right? So I'm like looking on YouTube and stuff, and it's like, use a lot of garlic, lemon. There's a ton of salt-free seasonings. I had no idea that existed. Oh, yeah. And then it's like, if you're going to use anyone, either use sea salt, but I prefer the pink Himalayan salt, right?
Himalayas.
Yeah, and then, of course, like not going out to eat at different, spots like that. But so within those 3 weeks, I dropped 14 pounds, right? Oh, it was but it was like, that makes a ton of sense.
Right. right. It better.
And then since then, been back to keto. It's been a week now. Within all that, bro, I learned this phrase that changed how I felt about myself.
Keep talking.
My phrase that I said to myself in the mirror, I said, yo, I'm happiest when I'm disciplined. And that was like, yo, when you were at your weight, when you were being consistent and doing your workouts and eating good, and when you're consistent doing your writing and going out and doing stand-up, I was like, you were always happiest when you were disciplined, right? And I was like, man, bro, that really woke me up to like not wanting to go back to doing dumb shit or not missing gym days or like eating healthy, because it was like every time I want something, I go like, bro, but you're happiest when you're
bad food is depressing.
100%.
It literally
100%. And then after I fight off a craving, or I fight off being lazy, or I fight off like whatever it is, I'm like, good job, dog. You're like, don't you feel good about yourself? And it's like, I do.
Yeah.
I do feel good about me. That's because you're happiest when you're disciplined.
Right.
And that's been my mantra, bro, for like the last month, man. And it's been freeing. I feel free. Lack.
They're giving you some advice.
Oh, what are you saying?
Heaps of salt-free seasoning.
Yeah.
I don't know what heaps is.
Heaps is a lot.
Oh, I know that was like
wait.
the title of
I use that a brand, because you can be like, it's a whole heap of shit.
Yeah.
But is Heaps a brand? Yeah, Mrs. Dash has salt free. I just learned all this stuff. Yeah. Chaz Brown seasoning, Sunshine is no salt. No, it's good to know, man.
That's great affirmation. I'm happiest when I'm disciplined.
Yeah.
I'm stealing it. Thanks.
That's all yours, Mo Yeezy. So yeah, man, I was like, so I like getting a chance to like learn that, feel that from that cleanse, bro, was like a great reboot of like all those things that like I built off of.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is what you did originally to be in that place where you liked yourself. I was like, you did these things. So that, the cleanse along with the therapy, bro, was like all these things, man, just like gave me a great restart. And I was like, I feel like I have a whole new engine, starter, oil change, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, bro, my enthusiasm is back.
Yeah.
I'd be excited. Just like hype.
Yeah.
I was in the gym today. I saw the dude. I said, what's up, man? How you feeling? He was like, oh, I'm great. You enjoy your work? I said, no, you enjoy life. And he was like, I do. I will.
Yeah.
Walked up there, did my George Jefferson walk. You know what I'm talking about? It was ridiculous. It was way too much.
You had the haircut, so why not? If y'all would see how...
And now I'm back depressed.
If y'all see what's under Chaz's hair right now...
It's not that bad right now.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know what's under there. But mine's is probably just as worse. Yeah. You're an inspiration, Chaz, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Even writing has been, you know what I say, like I hate writing?
Wow.
I've been loving it, bro.
Why you whispered that?
What?
I'm loving it, though.
I've been loving it, bro.
Man, I'm loving it.
No, I'm not.
You
all that
ain't got there yet?
No.
So you don't love it
It's
yet?
a low key relationship. No, it's like a love chick who like she, you know. No, I'm like
side chick.
I've been like, man, I'm excited to like work on these projects. Like that's never really been it. Before I always had to. But now I've been like, yo, this shit right here though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I guarantee it. I'm gonna mark my words. This year, you gonna have a big breakout, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, man. Mark my
Hope
words.
it's not herpes again.
Again. Herpes get a bad rap, man. I'm trying to get an endorsement for herpes, yo. I'm trying to get an endorsement.
Hey, bro, if there was a brand of cream that was literally treating you like Flo from Progressive.
Yeah.
And you're just the face of herpes. You're the Jake from State Farm of herpes, bro.
Yeah.
And it's gonna set you up for generational wealth. And you don't have to really work. All you gotta do is show up and do these herpes commercials.
Yeah.
Are you doing it? Are you being the face of herpes?
I am. There was I'm gonna put a pin in that. There's an SNL sketch about this dude. Just came up probably like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, they were doing a commercial, and he was like, hey, when I have, let's just say for the name of it is called Chorus or something like that.
Okay.
It's like, hey, when I take Chorus, I'm free in the clubs, and I get to dance with my boyfriend and do blah blah blah. And then it was like, hey, when me and my boyfriend have unprotected sex, I know I am secure because I have Chorus. And this one dude was like, hey, I feel free when I'm taking Chorus, but I'm not gay. And he was like, whoa, hold on, that's not in the script. He's like, but I'm not gay though. He's like, I'm doing a gay commercial, but I'm just not gay. So I would definitely have to figure out a way to like let people know that even if you're not sexually active,
right?
I don't know. I got to figure out a way to.
So you would be like, yo, man, you guys buy this herp cream. This is everything that you need. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. You got a whole.
Yeah.
I have to let
people know just like from
but
what
afterwards,
I hear. From what I hear.
But that's not a part of it in your contract.
I got to say,
you got to carry your yes. You don't have to say you have it because in those things it's just like this is how I prevent herpes, right? But yet you're the herp guy. But you can't go around saying I don't have herpes because now you know that's
miscommunication.
We're misleading. We thought you were, you know what I mean?
Well, what if I said I haven't had an
outbreak all my life? No.
I had one outbreak in 2004. I haven't had one since because of Coraz.
But you still have herpes.
Because I'm taking it.
Yeah, but you still have herpes. There's no getting around.
As in, you know what we gotta look up? See, can y'all look up? Can you get rid of herpes? I know you can. I know you supposedly cannot. Can you eradicate herpes by changing your diet?
Herpes gets a bad rap. Quote Deion Lack.
I know. I say it all the time. I need for y'all to look it up. Can you eradicate it by changing your diet? Because I think it's just like a skin disease, right?
No, it's a virus.
I don't know. Is it a skin disease? Because if doctors say it can get rid of HIV, they be saying that. It said certain herbs and medicines can get rid of HIV, clean out your blood. I'm almost certain. See? Wow.
See what?
I just seen Dr. Sebi. Yeah. So I'm.
You said what in the Dr. Sebi?
Yeah.
If you eat these mangoes,
I think I'm gonna say herpes get a bad rap in every episode.
All right. You just find a different
place. I'm gonna find a way to implement it.
Speaking of bumps.
Because
speaking of speed bumps, herpes gets a bad rap.
I think. Let me see. If I could judge all the STDs, when I say herpes get a bad rap because it's visual.
Well, yeah,
but it doesn't kill you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All the other STDs get a bad rap. I mean, they are dangerous. As in, like, they can jack up your genitals.
But you can cure syphilis and chlamydia, and I don't know how many there are.
You can't cure them, but if they're untreated, you can really. People be like, I don't care. This is what people. Most people be like, I want to wear condoms to prevent like the herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea. But I was like, you still get herpes from when that's crabs from the outside. I don't know where they really reside. I don't know where.
I've never encountered crabs. Thank God. I've never had.
Because you can wear a condom, but
what is this right here? Oh, it's on my stash. That's how close I am.
Shit,
that's how I'm in the muff.
Hey, this is why you have to have sex with the light on. This is why you have to have.
Let me inspect first.
This is why you have to
have
have
one
sex
of the
with the
minor
light
height
on.
hats on with the.
And you have to go down on your individual first to get a very close look of what's happening.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good.
And then the whole time you do like this, you just massaging their thighs. Like, let me see
what's looking in.
Let me see what.
Oh, I'm about to tear this up. Oh, you lay back down.
Okay.
You're like going through a fire.
What are you doing down there? You got glasses on?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, no. That's just a hair bump. Hair bump my ass. Let me get a little specimen. You scrape a little bit off.
Ooh, that tingles.
Let me go over to my little lab, little microscope.
I'm about to. That's a parasite, right?
Okay, why is that moving? Okay,
let's see. But here,
you can get crabs in your beard. Just FYI. Oh boy.
There it is.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, Twilla! I never know what I am walking into. But one thing for certain, Dion will be talking about STIs. What's the difference between STIs and STDs?
When did they switch to STI, STD?
Are they not the same? Are they different?
I like STD.
That's what I grew up on. Yeah. I only know STDs. I don't know about these
you know what?
STIs.
If you think about it, infection and diseases are different, vastly different.
Okay.
I think infections as in like you can get rid of infections.
Okay.
STDs is like, man.
You can get rid of a disease.
What disease can you get rid of? From drinking water.
You can get rid of a disease, right? I don't even know.
Yeah, diseases are like spinal bifida, right?
You know what's so funny, bro? You know how often spinal bifida is in my head now because of you. I'm like, why is this word in my head?
It's like one of the funniest. It's the funniest thing. Man, I said it at a comedy club Thursday.
Yeah.
And
how'd the show go?
It went smooth, man.
Yeah.
It went smooth. And I did this move of my joke about getting choked out by the Armenian dude.
Love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, come on, man, stop, man. Chill out, let go, man. I got spinal bifida, brother. I got Lou Gehrig's disease. Let go, brother. I can't feel my legs. My toes are turning blue.
Solid.
Yeah, we're good. But yeah, I definitely use spinal bifida. I definitely threw that in there.
Doing more?
What?
Stand up.
Oh yeah.
Back.
So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm. I do realize that we are groomed. We were groomed in a different generation who are established. So now I have to realize that, okay, in order to continue to be in this working out these jokes, a set, I got to kind of move with a different generation of comedians because I don't like the whole, let me get on your show, you know, blah, blah, blah. They look at us like veterans for some reason because we move with a different class of comedians. So it's this guy that that really appreciate my comedy, and he's being booked left and right. And he's like, "Do any show I got, man. I want you on my show." I said, "Oh, let's do it, bro." And that's easy because now
who's the comedian?
Just name Shaq Roll.
Shaq Roll.
You know, I don't even know if his name is Roll. I mean, like Rolle. Shaq Rolle.
Okay.
Last name is Rolle. Is that Rolle?
Probably Rolle. Oh,
Yeah. And he's been booked left, right, and I was like, dude, any show you got, man, I would love. He said, I would love you as a headliner. So now it's like I can try out jokes, and then when I get to a place of being comfortable, and I can kind of move with my crew of comedians, like, hey, let me go on your show, because I'm definitely out of shape. Because like you say something like, why didn't I work? I skipped a whole part.
Yeah, definitely. When I was going with Tony this summer, man, I was like, oof, we're a little rusty.
Yeah.
Went good, but you're still like, a little rusty. Oh, I gotta work on this. Yeah.
Because in your head, you're like, I know this joke. I don't need to work on it. And then it's like running full speed. Like, whoa. That was a weird little muscle pull.
I worked on it, though. I kept working on it, because I was like, I'm just going to go do new stuff. I was like, I'm a whole new person. And then I started doing, like, working it out. And then I was like, all right, man, this seems good enough. I was like, I'm at a place where I know they'd get laughs. I might not kill, but I had one joke that I knew would kill. So I was like, I'm just gonna save that for the end and like just be like, let me build. And it was like I knew, but I was like, yeah, dog, if you went back to how you were working,
like, and I think we the evolution of comedy has changed vastly, and thinking about how we used to grind nightly, sign me up, all that. I hated all that.
Oh yeah.
And just thinking about going back to that, it's painful to think about.
Yeah. Not doing it
at all.
Man, I hit 6 open mics tonight. I did a whole 30 minutes, but waited 12 hours.
I was telling a comedian friend of mine. Oh, I was like Dominic. You know Dominic? Remember Dominic Purdy? Okay.
His name sounds familiar.
Yeah. He's one of the comedians I grew up with.
Dreads?
Yeah.
Met him at your birthday party.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I was telling him, I was like, where we messed up, bro? We were so in love with how many stages we hit versus growing towards something.
It was a badge to be like, hit 7 spots tonight.
It didn't matter. It's like, what are you doing with that?
Right.
Are you going to the store? Are you going to agents? Hey, comedy store, factory. I was just excited about open mics.
Right.
Didn't even think about growing from it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of throwaway jokes. Like I had this joke. I went back and you go back to your old stuff. It's like dust it off. And I just read it and just started laughing.
Dan was like, spinal bifida. The whole book is for the spinal bifida jokes. The whole notebook. No, I've done that too. I used to talk about my old jokes online. I was doing stories doing my old jokes. Was like, bro, these are awful.
You know what would be a good idea?
Good.
If we did that. Like do an open mic.
Of old jokes or just jokes in general?
Yeah, just the one I mean, at least like an episode of I had a joke about this. And then just see how they, react. Even though they throw away jokes.
We'll do it next week.
I had a joke about AEIOU and sometimes why. And I was like, how did this privileged ass Val get the sometimes why? He didn't want to show up to work. He was just like, hey, can you fill up with this word to help me out with this? Nah, I can't come to work in today, man. Can you ask why? He's not coming in.
Why is he on vacation?
I don't.
Why is he on a speedboat? Just surrounded by women? Yeah, his dad owns the company.
No, it was E. That's what it was. Because I definitely had a play off of the word. Because, sometimes people have innate names with Tracy's with an E in it. Like, see if Y can come work for you. And he's like, nah, he don't come in, man. It's like, what did he do? He's like, his dad owns the word, and he just don't want to come in and work. He's like, man, fuck Y. Why? And I had all these little puns with it. And I was reading, I was like, dude, I really had a nice little long ass act out bit. And I'm talking about, this is like 2012. And I was just like, dude, I missed this joke. And this is off of freestyle. I had like a whole scenario of all the other vowels. It's like, we gotta get rid of him, man.
It's funny, bro, because when you have a joke and then you go like, yeah, I gotta just keep beating this joke, because you be like, bro, there's so much here. Then you go something else, you're like, yeah, I can hit it with here, I can turn here. Oh. And you would just drag his joke out to death and be like, all right, I milked it, man. I milked it.
Twilla just texted me and said, do you want anything from farmers?
Farmers market? Farmers boys?
Yeah, farmer boys.
Oh, I
to
do.
eat.
I want to, if she can do a lettuce wrap bacon, double bacon something.
Lettuce wrap?
Yeah, double bacon something. Because I'm back on that salt, baby. Yeah, I had bacon. Soon as my cleanse was done, I had bacon. I was mean Izzy she'll crack the eggs and stir it from the omelets. And I had that took about my grilled cheese omelet.
No, oh yeah, another spot.
It's so good. No, I made it. What
No,
spot
you
talking about?
you told about the you said you made that the other spot.
Oh yeah. It's so good, bro.
You look good for that.
I love it, man. Anyways, I made that for myself, but I put bacon in it this time, and I was like, oh, and spinach. And I was like, no, God, I missed you. And I've been putting it on. Now I've been toasting bread and making a sandwich. I'm like, a grilled cheese egg. Come on, man.
You know what? I think a lot of people would be a lot thinner if somebody was making food for them.
For sure.
Because I'd be like I have a lot of food.
I would have put fries in there if I had them. I'd be like, you know what else I could put in here? Because you'd just be looking around for shit. What else? I also made So then I had to I know that cooking for myself is the healthiest thing. So I made a keto walnut shrimp, bro. It was fire.
Hold on, say it one more time.
Keto walnut shrimp.
Keto.
Walnut
Don't say keto.
It was walnut shrimp.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but you had to say keto. So
I had to make it keto.
I was like, what is keto? I was like, I'm thinking kiwi. Like, what is that? What is that fruit?
No, yeah. So I made a healthier walnut shrimp, and it was fire. And then I started just looking
Why did
online.
you say shrimp with walnuts?
Because that's not what it's called, man. It's called walnut shrimp. You don't go to the Chinese place and be like, yo, can I get shrimp with walnuts? You go, can I get the walnut shrimp? You know what I'm saying?
So, okay.
What? That's what it is.
You know what? I don't eat shrimp, so I don't know how to label it as that.
Are you allergic?
But I do say orange chicken, so walnut shrimp.
So you want to be like, yo, can I get chicken with orange?
Right. That's why I get it.
What does walnut shrimp mean? You never had walnut shrimp, Mario?
I see that. I do see that.
It's like candied walnuts. The shrimp is like fried,
caramelized.
Caramelized.
I do see it at Panda. Mm-hmm. What I did find out. Help me. What I did find out.
What were you?
I was like, he about to laugh at me. What I did find out. Help me. Was it? Damn. Was it praline?
Oh, praline.
Praline,
like a pie
nuts.
Or cake or yeah.
Ooh, am I saying it right? Praline?
Yeah, that'll mess you up.
I said I think when I first saw, I tried to pronounce it like praline.
Oh no, because I've had a praline cheesecake down at that spot Harriet's.
Keep talking, man.
Oh man, I was like, and it was like pralines. I guess it's like really big in New Orleans.
Yeah,
but yeah, dog, like.
There was a today I reposted it. It was a cinnamon roll cheesecake.
Oh yeah, I've had one.
You had one?
I probably had. I gotta start finding, because I don't eat chocolate, right? So I gotta start just finding types of cheesecake that I haven't had. So if you guys ever have types of cheesecake that
what's your favorite type of cake?
Well, it's only I don't really eat cake.
Really?
So yeah, I'm
trying to think about
guy.
or cobbler. I'm trying to think about what can you combine together?
Not a huge cobbler, but I've had a peach cobbler cheesecake.
Okay.
People just mix up this stuff. I've had a lot of talking about fat snacks like we never left. That's right, Noobs. What's up, Noobs? Yeah, I've had a lot of I've had a banana pudding cheesecake. I've had any kind of blue, which is fire, by the way. I've had a sweet potato cheesecake, which is fire. Yeah, I've had a ton of different types of cheesecakes, and I'm always looking for more.
Why?
Try the marble. Oh, Maybelline.
Maybe it's
The
Maybelline.
Maybelline cookie. Oh, that's not the cheesecake. I'm not a cookie. I'm an oatmeal raisin cookie and peanut butter cookie guy.
Oh, do you like?
And I'll do a snickerdoodle. You know, snickerdoodle.
That name always bothered me. It's way too close to nigger.
Snicker. Yeah, I got you.
It's annoyingly long.
Snickerdoodle.
Yeah, because it has to be someone's name. All the other cookies are associated with its flavor.
Okay.
You'll never say, this tastes like a snickerdoodle, right? You never like, because everyone's like, oh, this is oatmeal flavor. This is, sugar. This is chocolate chip. You've never described something else besides the cookie as snickerdoodle, right?
I mean, yeah, I've never been like, you know what? It's got this snickerdoodle seasoning on top.
It's annoyingly. It's someone who was like, hey, how about we call it nutmeg cookie? They're like, no, call it my last name. My last name is Snickerdoodle. I made this.
What's up, Fifi? Somebody's last name is Snickerdoodle?
I'm certain his name is Joseph Snickerdoodle. I made this cookie. It is cinnamon and nutmeg. Snickerdoodle.
Is that what Snickerdoodle is?
I don't know. Help me, y'all.
Oh, it's what? Madeline. Oh, not Maybelline. Madeline? Okay, Madeline. Look like a beef from I'm sorry. What's up, Fifi? Finally said already.
Gotta say twice, Fifi.
Fifi, Viva.
A lot of people don't realize this, but Fifi is real.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's a real person. She's not a
fake person. Or she like, real. I'm real, like I'm a real one. Like, that's a different type of real.
Same word, same phrase, used completely different, total opposite. Real nigga, real nigga. Mm-hmm. That's a real nigga. Mm-hmm. Or, that's a real nigga. As in, somebody is trustworthy and somebody who's doing some real niggerish shit. It's like, yo, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
He robbed that old woman, pissed on her, took her bug, drove to the house, took the snickerdoodles from the oven. That's a real nigga right
there. No, that's a good one there. There's probably so many phrases like that.
Yeah.
I can't think of any at all. Of course,
that's a real nigga.
You be like, man, yo, he a real one. He a real. That's a real. Because man, you'll see something happen and you just like niggas.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. I want to hide a lot of nigga stuff from white people because I don't want to give them fuel.
They shouldn't be able to see it. Like right. They shouldn't been able to hear hip hop. They should be at like a nigga frequency that only we hear.
Like
and they're like, I don't hear what they're bobbing their heads to. What are they listening to?
Right. Well, we need that money though from them because they definitely are the highest consumers of hip hop.
100%.
But what I will say is, I wish like the Boondocks wasn't visually because it was jokes for us.
Yeah, but
inside jokes for us. I didn't want
it was a show 100% for us.
I didn't want them to know, like, because Riley was the representation
of the niggas,
and then
Huey
was like, y'all can't do this. You can't do this, and we was like, yeah, but we was laughing at Riley because
we know these people. They're real. They exist.
Yeah,
there are little Rileys out there.
I have
grown Rileys.
I have a them people that's like think that you super successful and they have to hit you with the, hey man, I'm really proud of you. You know where this is going, right? Here we go. Really proud of you, Chaz, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I see you hanging out, with Tone Baker and whatnot, man. Yeah. He traveled the world and stuff, man.
We're actually roommates for a long time.
Yo, word. So you really close with him.
That's
so
my homie.
Yeah, so he'll take care of you and everything. I see you working with Bentley and them.
Yeah, that's my guy,
man.
A great mentor.
Crazy, man. Mm-hmm. So my car had just battery died, and because it died, you remember you was like sleeping in your car and stuff, so you can relate to what's happening. So So when my battery died, because I was sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
It's wintertime. The
You
heat
kept it on the whole time.
Yeah. And because the car died, I wouldn't be able to go to work. So if you could just like throw your boy like a couple dollars just so I can get a new battery, so I can get back to work.
Yeah, I'll put 20 on it.
Well, let me just show you. Send you an Amazon thing. Batteries are $160.
They're gonna have it delivered to your car that you're living in.
And this happens. I'm not throwing nobody's name. This happens at least 6 or 7 times a month.
To you?
To me.
It never happens to me.
And
people don't ask me for shit.
And I'm just like, I don't know who y'all. Back to that imposter. Back to that imposter syndrome. Like, who do y'all think I am?
Big baller, what's up, homie?
I'm over here fighting for my life, trying to survive financially.
Oh.
Paying rent for 2 locations.
Yeah, you are. But you guys have been doing it, bro.
I am
keeping your head above water.
I am relying on other people's support to these businesses.
Making a way when you come. Good.
I heard a word today about being a servant.
Did you go to church today?
I visually watched it. So
Why did I visually watch it? You just watched it?
I mean, because you said I watched it. I watched it at church, but I watched it.
Okay.
It's being a servant.
It was streamed? Okay. Give it to me.
And just being a servant, I was like, man, we are servants. Our customers are people that support us. And you gotta have community. You gotta have good customer service. You gotta be a servant to people. And I'm just thinking about like you have bad service, your money goes down. So it's like in order to be like successful, you have to know how to be a servant.
Facts.
Because you're saying when you say what do you want to be when you grow up, you never want to say I want to be a servant. But every business requires customer service, which is just, being a servant.
True.
So yeah, I'm just thinking like, man, I got to learn how to be a better servant. I got to know how to sell because marketing is technically.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger say something that was really simple, but I never heard it laid it out.
What's up?
He was like, the key to success
Come on, man. He don't talk like that.
is to work your ass off and advertise. You work your ass off and you advertise. You work hard, you tell everybody about it, and you will be successful. That's so simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is so simple, and I've never heard it put so simply, bro.
You got to remind people, because a lot of times, this is what happens. People forget what you do.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, they don't see what you do. A lot of times, we are lazy when it comes to who can I hire? Who can I book? Where can we shoot? Who do I know? And if you keep reminding them, advertise. Oh, Chaz can do it. Oh, we can shoot at Dion's spot. Oh, he has a podcast space. So you got to, if McDonald's still making commercials, you think they need help?
I always wonder about that. Like, you guys are good, aren't you?
Right. No, they're not. They were promoting every single day. Yeah. I need to be annoying to people. Yeah. To the point when I need this place. I need this place to pull in $10K a month. And if I have people that believe in their dreams to promote, to do podcasts every single week, I'm certain that it can happen. Yeah.
But the only reason why I want to do a podcast with you is because I don't have to pay for the place, right?
I want you to say that to the people. I was hoping that wasn't the.
You actually asked us to do the podcast.
Yeah, I did. But I have no, ownership of the footage, so that's kind of a whoops moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, no, man, it's all yours, man. Just put it on yours. That's a great deal.
So hold on, yo, why y'all hating on the accents, yo? What? Is accents racist?
I do a horrible accent of any kind. Start the accent, and I'll stop the accent.
I want you to do this, man. We'll do this with your boy, all right?
You talking about me?
You don't speak German, do you?
No.
All right? Yeah. Let me hear.
That's bad.
Let me hear your best impression of you speaking German and I'm responding back to you to see if we can have a conversation in German.
You want me to
talk to me
with a German accent?
No, not an accent. Just talk. Just because you don't know no words. No. I want to see if you can do the sound.
I can't, but I'll give you a very horrible rendition of this. Frankfurter, Aint, Weins, Schmeins, Hackernacks.
Why you gonna do the voice, yo? Nine.
Spick and time.
Wiener Schnitzel.
And Wiener Schnitzel. Spick and snipe.
This feels very racist. Because you're doing I think that they don't talk that aggressive.
Yes, they do.
The villains on Bond movies, yes.
Well, that's my references. Them and Hitler. That's my references of German. I've never spoke to a... Oh, boy. I don't know any German people.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just wanted him... I wanted him to talk...
Schmeints. Mainz. That's all I got. I told you it was going to be awful.
So you speak Spanish, right?
I know Spanish, but I can't do a
So let's just talk Spanish then. Let's talk Spanish. You ain't got to do the accent. Let's just talk normal, all right? Here we go.
Hola, Dion. ¿Cómo estás?
I don't know. Come on, man. Stay with me. I don't know how to speak it. We're going to do it, though. Come on. Stay with me, brother.
I thought we were going to get past. I thought we get past ¿Cómo estás? Hello, how are you?
Here we go.
You can't get past hello. Muy bien.
Mucho. Sí.
It sounds very Japanese.
Mucho. 21.
Okay, 21.
21. Can you do something?
Oh, now we're going to the Puerto Rican, what's it called? Reggaeton. Pitbull.
21.
Okay. Bien. ¿Cómo sientes?
So I want this to be a clip, all right? Because I want to be like, did they can speak Spanish? But we're going don't break character, okay?
Okay.
All right. So at that Hold on.
Kind of alien robot.
Hold on. Here we go. Because I want.
Okay, well, let me start.
Okay.
We'll do.
All right. And don't laugh, okay? So they were like, "Oh, I didn't know Dion and Chaz can speak Spanish." All right.
Here we go. Hola, Dion. ¿Cómo está su familia?
Que pues eta hasta que después que después ataca de usted.
Oh, muy bien. Bien. ¿Cómo está trabajar?
Jai. Eke o the podcast depo is the foca deposo because it tapotos e de fotos en quata pas ka tapotia te casas.
Muy bien. Me gusta tu studio.
Jai, okay. Chipule, chalupa. Si Mookie said at that time.
We should just delete all.
What? How was that a problem? Because I don't know how to speak Spanish.
This is going really bad.
I'm embarrassed for Dion. Dion is glitching into his accent.
I just felt like I was committing all kind of hate crimes.
But why? How was that a problem?
First off, your accent, it was African.
Really?
It turned into a lot of different ones.
It wasn't an accent. I was doing Spanish words.
Then you kept trying to come back into like Chipotle. It was pretty bad. I just felt my wife judging me.
Dion is speaking one of the languages from the Star Wars party.
Well, like I go Kupta Hota Solo. Your accent was going around the world for sure.
That's the problem, man, because I don't know any language, and I am terrible with accents.
Yeah, I am too. I'm terrible with accents. I'm terrible at accent. What I found out is that when I do speak Spanish around Spanish people, they'll be like, "Oh, I love your accent."
Okay.
And I'll be like, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, I love your American accent."
Wow.
And I'll be like, "Oh, dope."
I've heard you being from the Midwest. Do people say you have a good accent, or you have an accent?
Yeah.
What word kind of spews you have an accent?
When I say 5,
5?
yeah, they'll hear like my I is long, so they'll be like, "Where you from?" or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, and it's certain like if I was like, "Oh man, my daughter likes to play with dolls."
Dials.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And then I would like, we always say like flow and dough and, 24, whatever it is. It's no real fitty, you know what I mean? Fitting, you know what I mean? It's like, there's no real, we kill any, whatever that letter was supposed to be, it's not there. It's a D. We don't ever say like, I'm from Lansing, but you'll hear me say Lansing.
Yeah, I never heard of the place until you said it, and I only said how you said.
Yeah,
Lansing.
So, but if you read it, you'd be like, "How is it Lanc?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?" But it's Lansing. But I'm like,
All this
Lansing.
time I thought it was a G early.
What
That's
you
why I was
mean?
like Lansing.
Lansing? No, it's
Lansing.
Lansing. So like those are kind of things where people be like, "Oh yeah, there's a draw," but it's like the Midwest man is like it's country, but it's not country. But it's like it's a better version of.
I don't think I have an accent.
I don't think you have but you might be like, so LA now. You know what I mean?
I'm so LA.
I mean, you've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some
You
people
made fun
are.
of my woman.
Well, yeah. And then
How do you say women?
woman?
Women.
Woman?
Women?
Yeah.
You don't say woman?
No.
Even though as an
But
old air?
you're the only person I've ever heard say woman.
Woman.
It'd be different if I was like, yeah, people from that region, I hear them say that. But like even when I asked you about like the Bengals, right? And then I started hearing more and more Bengals, but I would hear Bengals, right? And I go like, oh, it's the Bengals. But I go like, well, that's the thing from your region. Y'all say Bengals.
Bengals, yeah.
Right.
It's an
Which
E.
is
Bengals.
well, that I understand, and I'll be like, oh, Bengals, and that just might be how we like talk. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
The woad gets no love in woman.
and then like when you were talking about Will and Will like that,
Bar, dude, you
that was one
opened my eyes.
That was one of the ones I was like,
You opened my eyes, bro.
but that's how it is. Like I had a homie, Mike Francis.
Yeah.
He was talking about. He was like, yeah, man, we gotta go get some rolls, and I was like, get some roses, and he was like, no, man, some rolls, and I was like film rolls, and he was like, no, man, some rolls, and I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, rolls. I roll. And I was like, oh, rolls. I was like, you talking about dinner rolls? And he was like, yes. And I was like, I didn't know how in the hell I was supposed to get dinner rolls from Rose.
Yeah. So many questions to unpack.
So I was like,
why specifically just Rose?
Whatever we were doing, we needed some rolls.
Okay.
And I was like, Rose?
Yeah.
Who's Rose? No, Rose. And I was like, oh, rolls. I
would have never used that.
Sometimes, but I wouldn't think of it either. Oh, let's get some rolls.
You want to do another episode?
Sure.
Because we at 1:23.
Oh, are we?
Even though we started like 20 minutes after that. So.
It's funny because as a UK listener, you're in the UK, Pink Champagne? Both of the accents sound the same.
What you mean both of the, as in ours? Because we're both from Midwest.
Because just where we speak our American accent, right? She has an English UK
I am
accent.
certain if she hears somebody from down south
It's going to be very different.
to somebody who
But if she's talking about us, we probably are more similar in the way we speak.
Right.
Right. But definitely somebody, or like you might hear like that Valley accent.
Right.
Whatever it is. Like it's going to be just New York cats. Hey, yo, son. You know what I'm saying? So super in the trenches, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now, man, child. People don't ever think they have an accent. We'll have some kind of accent. We all have something, right? You def have an accent. Who you talking about, Mario? I think she's talking about you. Is this a Babbel commercial? You ain't say one word in Spanish. Not at all. It's funny because exactly. I'm in the UK too. Oh yeah, so I didn't know y'all was from the UK. I didn't know. Man, that's dope, bro.
Wow.
How'd y'all find us? Just from daddy issues or from what? From Lack's tiny hand sketches? They've been with us longer than that, but yeah, both of you. That's crazy. All right, we're going to do another episode. So for you guys watching here, you are watching on my YouTube channel, which I appreciate. If you want to get it live, then you must follow Dion Lax or Lacktoast. You must follow Lacktoast Lacktoast ENT.
Yes.
On YouTube, you can catch the live. Usually, I think we're just gonna keep doing. We've been switching Saturday and Sunday, but I want to just keep it Sunday if possible. Yo, Super Bowl's next week.
It is.
What you doing?
This is our double up for.
Yeah. What are you
My
doing?
daughter just texted me and said snickerdoodle and started laughing.
I be forgetting your kids be on here, man.
I be forgetting as
I
well.
need them to let us know you're there.
Man, please.
So I don't say horrible stuff. I say horrible things.
Anywho.
Yep, y'all international now. Miss International.
Yeah, we international, baby.
Great song.
Stewart. 6359. I'm assuming your birthday is June the 3rd, 1959.
Maybe.
That's only combination numbers that it could be.
Yeah, y'all do whatever accents, but I do hear some Cali in y'all's dialect. I don't know. You know what happened? You know what happened when you I first get here? Like everybody wants you to say soda, not pop. They want you to say. Did you ever say freeway before you got here, or was it highway?
I've always said highway.
Yeah, like when I got here, people were like, "What's a highway?"
I never say freeway.
Yeah, I still say
110
highway.
freeway.
But then
I
people,
do.
you sometimes you have to
If
because
you say it with the name.
What 101?
If I say the 10 freeway, I'll say it with the.
That's what it says.
It's like
but
a
like
last name.
we grew up with highways.
Highway, yeah. Even though they are literally on the ground.
But what I've understood is that freeways are for the inner cities. And then, that makes sense for, the 101 and the 10. They're all inside the city. And then a highway is supposed to be outside the cities. So, going through to, if we're going up north to the 5, past that, then you're on the highway, supposedly. That's what I heard. But then you hear, it's the interstate, right? That's it.
I never said that.
Yeah, I've never said it.
All
but out
of them
here,
are highways.
But out here, they're all highways.
All are highways. All are highways.
That's what it is. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Thank you guys for watching the episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
I was too late.
Why do you try to just
Because I was swallowing, pause, and then I had to quickly get it in there.
Yeah, I was just trying to do it faster. Yeah, got caught up, right? Thank y'all for watching the episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Come on, man.
Yo,
we just started up again.
Right. Why you know he's coming in?
What are you talking about?
Y'all stay in here. Okay, go for it.
I don't even want to do this anymore. Hey, thank y'all for watching the episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please.
We'll be back next week. Thank you guys for supporting, and we love you all.
Toodaloo. All right.